Hello everybody, and thanks for watching the video. Today I'm going to answer the age-old question, is it really worth it? The answer to the question is, I don't know. But I'll tell you what I do know. I've been using this as heat for 5 years or so. I'm not an expert, but during the day on YouTube I do play an expert. I started out with an Adobe boiler, which is a ripoff of a Greenwood boiler. The only reason we bought that boiler is because the guy promised you could burn green wood, so I thought that would be great. Unfortunately, the sides rusted out, and if you look up Adobe boiler on the website, you'll get almost all negative reviews. So I upgraded. And all this white stuff around me, if you don't know, it's snow. It finally started snowing up here in Buffalo. So I upgraded to a Taylor 450 with an ice stove. It worked. Unfortunately, every 10 to 14 days I had to clean it, but it was no big deal. It got the job done. Did some welding to it. It served its time. And then I upgraded to the central boiler now for year 5. It's been 9 weeks since I've been using it, and an update. I can't tell you nothing about it. I haven't cleaned it out one time, which my old Taylor I cleaned out at least every 2 weeks, and it was like a 15 to 20 minute project with no biggie. And so people ask, they say, well, I ain't got time to do it. Well, you just got to put it in your schedule. If you can get up in the morning and spend 5 minutes to throw some wood in it, 5 minutes in the evening, it's really not a big deal. So the update on the central boiler is, wow, it's a nice unit. It works great. I haven't cleaned the thing once. I haven't added no water to it. So my opinion, is it worth it? I don't know. If you could get the wood for free, it would be. But if you have to get up in the morning, go into the woods, drag the wood out, cut it, then split it, and then pile it, I would say no. Around here, wood probably goes for a minimum of 80 to 120 bucks a cord for hardwood. So that's a lot of money you got to spend. I have natural gas. I'm not sure what you heat with, but I would say I spend $1,500 a year on natural gas. And most of that fee is on delivery and all the little surcharges they put in with the gas bill also to make up for what they're not making. I'm self-employed. I work in a lawn care business, and if I could charge you $25 to cut your lawn and then charge you $20 on top of it because using my lawnmowers, I'd be rich just like the National Fuel Company is around here. If you use propane or heating oil, I have no idea what the costs are, but I'm sure they're even more. So I would say that if you could come across wood for free, I would go for it. The biggest secret would be in the summertime is to drive around and see if you see any tree company cutting trees. Now I'm talking about professional tree companies, and talk with them. Don't talk to no guy on the weekend that's got a little landscape trailer or a dump bed, because you know what? He's not going to be reliable. I would approach any tree service that you could find and say, hey, Johnny, I see you cut trees around here. I live a couple miles away or right around the corner, and I'd be interested in taking any pine or any softwood that you don't want to burn with my stove. And you betcha he's going to say, hell yeah, I'll drop the wood off like to your house anytime that I got it, which is going to be a lot of the times, because you figure if he's cutting trees, he's making good money, and he's going to keep the hardwood and sell it for, like I said, 80 to 120 bucks a cord. And with your pine, with the pine and softwood, which nobody wants, he's not going to waste his time taking it home and splitting it and stacking it and trying to sell it for camp wood and getting $5 for a little bit of wood. So you bet your dollar he's going to come to your house and drop the wood off like crazy. I met a guy through another person that has a wood burning stove. He brings me wood faster than I could say do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, because he don't want it. And if you're willing to take it, it's a great deal. So if you could see, I would say if you get some wood for free and it's cut and all you gotta do is split it, stack it and throw it back in the stove, it'd be worth it. But if you gotta chase wood down or go to your woods and bring wood out or buy the wood, I would say probably not. So so the age-old question is it worth it or is it not? I would say you could probably get a good Central Boiler used stove for $2,000 to $3,000 at Works. Probably figure on another $1,000 for getting the pipe, plus your heat exchanger, plus all the shark fittings. So you're probably looking at $3,000 to $4,000. I would say it's worth it. But in the future, if I can't weld any more patches on the stove, it'll be it. It'll be done. Because I would love to get a new Central Boiler for $12,000, but if you break it down and you look at it, $12,000 over 10 years, that's $1,200 a year. I must just go in the house and go like this and turn the thermostat on to make it warmer and not even waste my time. But honestly, it's not really not that big. Once you put it in your program, you get used to doing it. Sometimes in June and July, I kind of miss getting up in the morning putting wood on it. So it's up to you. But like I said, approach your local tree service and try to see if they bring in the cutoffs of the old pine, poplar, whatever garbage wood they got. They'll be more than happy to bring it to your house. I would say it's worth it then. But if you guys do everything else, I would say no. So let me show you my stove real quick. Okay, I'm checking my water level. It's full. I do this every single day. It's been 9 weeks now. Turn it off, it drips down, leaks out. It's been 9 weeks. Here's my stove. Take a peek at it. I haven't done nothing to it. I haven't cleaned it. That's all I do is add a little bit of wood. Get my door open. And not one time since I've had the stove going has this door on the outside ever kicked on to suck air in. So, as you can see, the Central Boiler, I give it 2 thumbs up. I would highly recommend it. If you're looking to get to the Cadillac of everything, this is the way I would go. I met other guys that are making all kinds of different furnaces, stainless steel and everything, but if you want to add in the cost of what it costs to buy the machine, I would say it's up to you. Okay, so here we are. We got a little bit of fire going. Like I said, this white stuff is called snow. If you don't know what it is, you can see the machine or the unit's pretty good shape, keeping all the heat in. My wood pile's starting to get low. I picked up some free silver maple. Unfortunately, it's all buried under the snow. There's my log splitter. That's the worst part of winter. When I was slacking, I should have been out here cutting wood. Or splitting wood, I should say. And now all my wood over here is all covered with snow. I probably got 2 weeks of wood left there, but I got to get splitting because it goes quick. So I would say it's worth the wood stove is worth it if you only put the work in. But you got to draw the line and figure when it's too much work. So, and I'd figure an initial startup would be anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000. If you got a cheaper wood burner, you could probably get this going for, say, $1,500. So, I wish you the best. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be making more videos. Thank you. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon.